Russia and Ukraine continue to exchange heavy fire along the front lines, even as questions about possible peace talks remain unresolved. The Russian President Vladimir Putin has now said that he sees no reason to meeting Zelensky and has cast further doubt about any immediate diplomatic breakthrough. And our next report tells you more.
A Ukrainian drone attack sparked a large fire at an oil depot in the town of Ust-Labinsk in Russia's southern Krasnodar region. Local authorities said there were no casualties, though around 60 residents were evacuated as a precaution. Officials also reported damage to windows in nearby buildings. Video from the scene showed flames and thick smoke rising from the facility. The footage was geolocated to the area using landmarks and satellite imagery, while thermal activity was detected in the vicinity on June 6th. The attacks come as Russia and Ukraine continue to trade strikes across multiple fronts. Moscow claimed its forces carried out a series of long-range precision strikes over the past week and said more than 3,000 Ukrainian drones had been shot down. Russia also said its troops had taken control of additional settlements in the Donetsk and Zaporizhia directions. Kiev, meanwhile, reported more than 270 clashes along the front line in just 24 hours and said its forces had struck Russian command posts, troop concentrations and artillery positions. Russian President Vladimir Putin said he currently sees no reason to hold face-to-face talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Putin dismissed a recent open letter from Zelensky proposing direct talks, saying parts of it were rude and suggesting it was not a sincere attempt to arrange a meeting.
Now, to the main point. Since the Ukrainian side has deemed it possible to publicize our relations in this area, to move to a public discussion, a public debate, which, in my view, is not entirely appropriate, if not entirely wrong, this gives me the opportunity and the right to speak about certain things that few, if any, people know about yet. What am I talking about? And this is serious, without any irony, without any jokes.
While Putin maintained that Russian forces continue to advance on the battlefield, he said peace proposals put forward by US President Donald Trump could help end the conflict if Ukraine is prepared to compromise.
Well, perhaps reliable guarantors are always useful, but I don't quite understand why the US administration and President Trump are being denied such a role. They want to receive weapons from the US, but for some reason, they don't want to see the US administration and President Trump as guarantors. This raises questions.
For now, however, the war shows few signs of slowing, with both sides continuing to rely on drones, missiles, and long-range strikes as the conflict enters another phase of intensified escalation.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.